Farm presents John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Fleet Farm, the ultimate fishing headquarters.
Welcome to John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. We're exploring some backwood lakes in Sawyer County.
Hey, John Gillespie! Hey, John.
Just a big, beautiful fish.
Oh, is that awesome? Holy moly! Oh my God! It's a huge fish! It's a huge fish!
This is amazing.
Who do you got?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is kind of an adventure today. You know, I've come up to Hayward with you for many, many years, and we've concentrated solely on walleyes and muskies, and we're doing something different today. This is a backwoods lake, and you can find these lakes in Sawyer County on the DNR website and find out what species are on them. You found this is a bass lake.
Yeah, John, and there's some panfish, but there's actually a lot more opportunity of something like this than people realize. You know, if you look at all across the northern part of the state, actually, there's quite a bit that you can get into where there's no public landings, but yet you have access.
And what we're going to put you in a boat with Tex today. And he's a good bass fisherman.
Oh,
all right, get on this side over here, Blake. We're going to slide this baby down.
Oh, wait till we bring it up the hill.
I'll help with that. I'll do that myself.
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh, are we going to take on water, Blake?
Oh, yeah.
Steer the bow. Okay.
Okay. Hey, folks, we'll show you what we're using and how we're using it. We'll catch some bass. All of that coming up. Right, Pete? Right after this.
The Lure Lock tackle box system is the best way to organize your bait.
Hey, you got to check this out, Blake. You know, crankbaits are really expensive. With Lure Lock, they stay in place all the time. The paint doesn't chip. My hooks stay sharp. This is really the way to go.
For more information, go to lurelock.com.
You can't choose the weather, but you can choose to dress for it. Introducing Blackfish Performance Rain Gear. Utilizing patented eVent technology, this advanced membrane allows body heat and vapors to escape while offering 100% waterproof protection with an exceptional combination of waterproof and breathability ratings. Blackfish Rain Gear keeps you dry all day. Whether on the tournament trail or chasing weekend walleyes, choose Blackfish because you can't choose the weather.
The all-new Yamaha Wolverine X2. Purpose-built for exploring tight technical terrain. And boasting next-level versatility. No other side-by-side delivers this level of proven off-road performance. The all-new Wolverine X2 from Yamaha.
Oh, Pete, that was my second cast of the day, buddy. My second cast of the day on a wacky worm. On a wacky worm, yeah, wacko. Here he is. That's a nice bass there, buddy. Look at that. Second cast of the day, folks. And, you know, one thing, too, you know, we had such a cool spring. These smaller lakes will warm up faster, too, than the deeper lakes. And these fish will actually be a little bit more active. But look at that. That's a real nice bass to start. Very pretty coloring, too.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah. Well, I got old Pete rowing me around today. This is cool. But, folks, what I caught that last bass on is just a very simple bait. That's a Kalen's Wacko, and you just hook it in the middle like that on a little bit bigger hook and cast it out and let it fall. And as it falls, it goes like this, lift it up again and fall, work it real slow. And actually, this time of the year, you're going to start out with a jerk bait, a Livingston jerk bait. That should be a good bait, too.
Yeah, John, I mean, unfortunately, it's a beautiful day, but we do have a cold front situation here, and it is high skies, so I think something a little more neutral in their face, that Wacko should be real good, and I'm really going to let this jerkbait hang, this Jerk Masters.
Right out in the middle of the lake, right?
Yep.
And do you need this net back here? That looks like a...
I don't know. I can't even see it yet. That's one thing about these boats, John. It's not like the Recon. You don't want to just jump right up.
No, no.
I don't know exactly how big, but it looks...
Oh, yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah. Holy moly, Pete. Look at that fish. Can you reach it there? Yeah. Holy cow. That is a big slobby there, buddy.
There's nothing wrong at all with that fish. Look at that.
And again, you know, that's the presentation, folks. And if you're smallmouth fishing this time of year too, those jerkin paws jerk baits are really an excellent bait until the water gets up into the 60s, I think, you know?
And that was definitely on the kill. I let that bait sit still for at least 2 seconds and all of a sudden whack.
Look at how pretty.
Yep.
Blake's got one. Oh, that's a big bass. Blake, that is a big bass, Blake. How are we gonna get him in there?
I'll do it.
You can't, don't lift him in. Grab him by the lip. Grab him by the lip. There we go. Hey, and you lost a big one.
I know, but they are definitely loving this grub today.
Yeah, show the folks what you're using.
I'm using the Google Eye jig and the Chartreuse Kalen's grub. Ooh, this one looks bigger.
You guys don't have a net either.
Well, no,
we don't.
Oh, yeah, that's a beauty. Well, Blake, I'll tell you what. You convinced me that
the grub is the way to go.
the grub
We know you, Ryan, love the grub. Ooh, that's a chunker.
Isn't that? But this Google Eye jig with the rattle in it, and that little grub
Covers lots of water, makes that noise, and attracts the fish.
That one hit on the paws again.
Yeah, right by the boat.
Ooh, there you go, buddy. Hey, this is actually a fishing bonanza, folks, so far.
Oh, it really is on a cold front when you think, oh boy, he ate that.
Yeah, when you got east winds like this and, you know, it got down in the high 20s last night.
Yeah.
When we're catching fish like this, you know, you want I suppose it's just as easy to lip them when you're using a crankbait.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, you know, I want to tell the folks, you know, we kind of kidded a little bit about the rowing and deal like that. But how old were you when you started guiding?
Well, I think I had my first guide job when I was 10, 11, and I'd done a little bit of it before that, but I started full-time in the summers at 14.
And that was all? You and your dad, who guided a lot of years too, you guys did a lot of rowing.
Did a lot of rowing, and actually I was a little stubborn. Trolling motors were available prior to, but I rowed until I was 19.
Oh, there's another nice one, Pete. Oh, yeah.
They really like that green grub.
We only have one of them with us, so don't lose the green grub. There you go. Hey, Tex, she's pretty good.
Yes, she is.
Ooh, look at how pretty that one is. Well, that is a beautiful fish. There you go. There you go.
There it is. Wow, these are getting fatter too.
Well, yeah, they are. And again, you know, Tex, I know the color of the fish has a lot to do with the color of the water, but aren't those gorgeous markings on those fish?
They really are. Yes, they are.
I heard the drag when you set the hook, or was that when the fish hit?
That was just the fish hitting.
Wow.
Long pause again.
Yeah.
Right by the side of the boat, and he just nailed it.
You get into a lake, a lot of these smaller lakes in Sawyer County, Washburn County, Burnett County, you got a lot of bass, but they're small. That's what's different about
that's
this
the
lake.
thing. These are pretty quality fish here.
Yeah, but I mean, you run into that stunning issue on a lot of lakes, you know?
Yep, no doubt.
That's another nice one. But yeah, it's kind of like a rip, and long pause.
There's no doubt today, especially. It's normally a good idea to do that pause deal, but I've literally had double the time on pauses, and then all of a sudden I get a strike right when I'm ready to move it again. So
You don't use any other bait other than that Livingston, do you?
Why bother? You know, nobody else is running cranks. So.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Is it?
That's actually bigger than what I thought.
Yeah, it is a nice one. Come here, buddy. Get the hook in a bad spot, bro.
You know, one thing I gotta mention, dude, the boat seats in here aren't quite as comfortable as the Recon boat seats, are they?
No, I gotta admit, being this close to the ground on a hard seat. It's not quite the luxury of the Recon.
And you know, when you and I were both kids, we'd sit in these hard seats 12, 14 hours a day and never think twice about it. You know? Is Tex slow reeling in bass too?
No, he has the secret touch of rowing.
Oh, well, that's the secret. Oh, hey, Tex, that's a decent bass there. Get him in.
Yeah, that's on the crappie. Jim.
On the crappie scrub.
Well, why is he taking so long?
It's not his fault.
Oh,
Oh, wow. I see you two have bonded. Well, let's see what we got here. Oh, nice bass.
oh yeah.
What was that? That's on that Kalen's crappie scrub.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he nibbled on that.
Yeah,
It didn't
is.
go right down.
Yeah, it didn't go right down. I was hoping it was something else.
Tex, what a fabulous day, huh, buddy?
Yeah, isn't that something?
I mean, it's interesting. You get back into some of these lakes and you don't see a sign of civilization at all, do you?
Not here, no.
What is interesting, you know, you fish these lakes without a locator and you locate the weeds in the structure by casting a crankbait, you know?
Yeah, that's true. We actually just found a weed patch here.
No, but I mean, when you pick a small lake like this, Pete, and again, we talked about it at the top of the program, the Wisconsin DNR website is a wonderful resource. And I know that when you were muskie guiding a lot in the 90s and you and I fished together, we'd explore a lot of these smaller lakes for muskies too, wouldn't we?
You know, that's a good point, John. There's actually some really, really good opportunities for muskie as well in some of these smaller lakes. It's surprising. I mean, some lakes even, you know, down as low as 20, 30 acres. And then in some of the smaller river systems too, if you're willing to float. There's all kinds of river fish in here that's really, you know, not tackled that much, and it's kind of fun to do.
Oh, you and I used to have a blast going into those smaller lakes. A lot of times the landings weren't all that great, but we got in.
Well, that's the thing, and that's what it's all about. You know, when you can't get the big Recon in, you know, people got nice boats these days and they want to use them, but a lot of that points out a lot of people won't do that to go fishing, so it's more serene, less pressure. You know, hopefully the fish are a little dumber.
We were fishing the lakes of Hayward, Wisconsin, a 5.5-hour drive from Milwaukee, 6.5 hours from Chicago, and 3 hours from Minneapolis.
From lawnmowers to lawn games, Fleet Farm has what you need to get the best backyard on the block. Whether it's season it, smoke it, grill it season. Green thumb is an understatement season. Or even, this is the life season. There's a reason people say, if Fleet Farm doesn't have it, you don't need it. Because we have it all. Fleet Farm. Built for real life.
The middle of May to the middle of June is absolutely the best time to catch all species of fish in the upper Midwest. We have a very special updated AMSOIL fishing report that has just been released. Hear from the top guides about their best tactics for late spring and early summer. Check out the AMSOIL video fishing report at amsoil.com/MFR.
I switched to the Evinrude E-Tech G2 3 years ago, and I'll tell you what, the raw power in this engine just blows me away. The whole shot, even with a 21-foot fiberglass boat, gets me up on plane just like a jet engine. And even with all that torque and power, I get the best gas mileage in the industry. And listen to this, there's no oil changes, and the E-Tech G2 winterizes itself with the push of a button. There's no scheduled maintenance for the first 5 years, and Evinrude has the best customer coverage package available. The E-Tech G2 is built right here in Wisconsin. For a dealer near you, go to evinrude.com. That was funny. I was actually reeling in to take another cast, and he hit this thing on the fast retrieve. And you know, I started out hot with the wacky, and it hasn't been that. Ooh, look at this guy, Pete. Where's that net at, buddy? Yeah, that one's a little too nice to. Here, I'll put it right up there for you. Look at that. Yeah, that's a beautiful. Well, there you go. Yeah, hold him up, boy. Here I will. That's a nice fish, buddy. Look at that. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
You know? No, I was reeling in to take another cast with the wacko, man, and he wackoed the wacko.
Yeah, he did.
There you go, man. Beautiful, beautiful. The average size I can't get over, too, you know? We had a little dry spell. We went about 15 minutes without a fish.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a dry spell.
Oh, what do you got there? Oh, another Bassarooty there. Hey, Tex.
Yeah.
I got some Johnsonville Italians for you. You know what?
What?
We can take a break and go back to Pete's house. It's real, sort of close to here, and I'll cook up some Italians for you.
Oh, okay.
How's that sound, Blake? Johnsonville, hold up your bass there.
Sounds like a good lunch.
You know, Tex, summer is Johnsonville time, and summer's right around the corner. And you know, Johnsonville makes a great brat, but one of the things that I really love is their Italian sausage. And we've got flame grillers for you today. And the cool thing about this is Johnsonville does all the cooking for you right at the factory. They grill them for you. So they're pre-cooked, they're grilled, and all you got to do is throw one in the microwave for 45 seconds, or do what I do, throw them on the grill for about 5 minutes till they're golden brown. No, really, how good are those?
They are good.
Aren't those good? Johnsonville flame grilled Italians, folks. Look for them at your favorite retailer today, right? Oh, Peter. Oh, Peter. This looks like a good one, buddy, on that wacko worm. And I cast it in towards shore there.
Yeah.
And I missed them the first time. Oh, they're fun, man. Oh, they are so much fun. Now, let's see here. That's a beauty right there. And, whoa, he's digging there. There we go. Good. Nice. Yeah, I don't know if that was the same fish or not, but I cast it right up toward shore with that wacko worm, and I felt the doot-doot, set the hook, and I missed him, cast it right back into the same spot, and got him again. And, yeah, and look at that. I mean, average size today has been wonderful. Not seeing another human being other than the Manas has been wonderful. No, I mean, this is fabulous. And folks, take advantage of this, too. I know, are there some places up here where you can rent a small boat from anybody in Hayward, Pete, and try this, or a canoe?
Oh, yeah. I don't know if there's any situations where you've got a lake like this where they actually rent boats right on the lake, but you can absolutely get canoes, kayaks, and smaller boats. Yeah, John.
Oh, that's
again?
Yeah, this. Oh, Pete.
I think you got a pattern going.
Oh, that is a jumbo too, man. Holy cow. Yeah, that is a beauty. Whoa. Look at him dig.
He's taking you for a ride.
Yeah, he is. Okay, let's see.
You know what I've noticed? You're getting those hits, and they're coming right
next to the shoreline. Oh, is this a beauty, Pete? Here we go, Ryan. Thank you. Ryan's filming and handing me the net. Ooh, is that a beauty? That might be the big boy of the day. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But look at this, folks. Look at that bass. That is. What do you? That's 3.5, 4 pounds.
Oh, yeah.
And that wacko's all of a sudden come to life.
Yeah, well, the wacko and location, I think.
Well, when you got bogs surrounding a lake like this, like you do in a lot of the areas up here in Sawyer County, they can actually swim under those bogs and get in the shade and whatnot. So, boy, is that a pretty fish, man. Now, that was like a muskie hit next to the boat. That thing just came up and just engulfed that.
I'm sitting here, we got this little patch of weeds, and I wasn't paying any attention, just letting the lure hang there. Thought there's no way anything could...
Oh, that's a nice fish. You want me to net him?
No, I grab him. He's got so many hooks.
Yeah, right. No, that was as loud as a muskie hit. It was like kaboom.
It did scare the crap out of me.
Yeah. Well, buddy, I'll tell you what, this has been a spectacular day. You know that? It really has.
It really has. It's a lot of fun.
And again, it's, you're going to explore, these lakes and you're going to find a gem like this, but you got to do your work and read about the lakes and what they got in them and try them. And if they don't, try another one the next time if it isn't any
And
good.
sometimes, I guess you want to go. No. But you know, sometimes the fish aren't as quality as that. But you know, at the end of the day, I've fished places where the bass are 12 inches on average. But that's fun too.
Yeah.
You know, you're all alone out here, and it's really a neat deal.
Today, we're checking out 2 new products, the Blackfish Aspire rain gear and the AquaJet Washdown by Johnson Pump. No, not me!
This thing is powerful. This is fun. The AquaJet Washdown by Johnson Pump provides the highest PSI in the industry. There's more than enough pressure to clean up what's left after a long day of fishing. Johnson Pump AquaJet Pump Kits, the most efficient and most powerful boat washdown kits available.
And the Blackfish Aspire rain gear kept me totally dry too. For more information on the AquaJet Washdown, go to sbxflow.com. The Lure Lock Tackle Box system is the best way to keep your baits in great shape.
You know, this system is really awesome, Blake. You never want dull hooks on your crankbaits when you're fishing. With the TackLogic technology, your baits stay in shape and your hooks stay really sharp, so you won't miss that big one on your next fishing trip.
Get locked down with the Lure Lock Tackle Box. For more information, go to lurelock.com.
Folks, when I head out to fish, I always stock up on my favorite Baitmate fish attractants. Dale, I just put that Baitmate on, man. Baitmate offers a complete line of fish attractants and convenient spray bottles for every angler and every species of fish. They've got your bait covered. I also have the newest Baitmate delivery system in my boat, Baitmate Ultra Live Game Fish Dip. Improve your chances of catching fish with Baitmate fish attractants. It just makes sense.
They sleep over there. Head this way to the job site. And the big ones take their lunch break right about now. The Solix series, with our most powerful innovations, from Mega Imaging Plus to Cross-Touch to Auto-Chart Live, on our largest screen ever. Fish might call it an invasion of privacy. You'll call it a busy day for your live well. Only from Humminbird.
I was reeling into cast again. That's the second time I've had him hit a wacko at full speed. Ooh. 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 Whoa.
Wow.
The runs are great, aren't they?
He's not even that big a fish, but he's sure running.
There we go. Oh, I mean, that's a respectable bass. I mean, you know, that's 14, 15 inches long there.
He goes, looks like you had the right bait. I go, it's all you, Tex.
Well, get that fish in. It's a half-hour show.
Oh, wow.
You're starting to act like Tex now.
Are you upset?
No, I'm just kidding. Oh, that's another pretty fish.
That one hit.
Oh,
That one hit twice again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
isn't that something though? I tried that blue one, Tex. I tried the blue one. I haven't been hit on that blue one. It's
Is that right?
that Google-eye
She's got
jig.
the bait today.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, I've lost count. I really, oh my gosh, that's a nice fish, Pete. I have literally, absolutely lost count between our boat and Tex's boat.
Yeah.
And what an awesome, awesome deal this is.
Wow.
And
Better fish than I thought, John.
yeah, no, that's a beauty, buddy.
Yeah, look at that.
And out in the middle and along the shore, we caught them both ways today, you know, which is nice, you know.
Yeah, we have. We have. I think with this shore pattern's gotten better as the water warmed up. They sucked in a little tighter.
Yeah, only that. I mean,
So,
that's a
yeah.
nice, solid 3-pounder right there.
Nice fish.
It's pretty hard to leave. I mean, check this out. Whoa.
Oh, that one ate it.
Yes,
Wow.
he did. Oh, folks.
folks. I mean, and we haven't done this all day either. I think, there we go. What do we got in here, about 5 hours, 4 hours?
Oh, yeah, 4 hours, I would say, yeah.
Well, I'll remember this day.
Yeah, it's fun.
Breaking news from Fleet Farm.
The Lunker Hut Impact Jolt is on sale right now, 20% off. Just $3.99 for a Lunker Hunt Impact Jolt.
It's now time to announce this week's winners of the Fleet Farm John Gillespie's Waters and Woods 2019 Fishing Contest.
Vince Alama of Antioch caught this 39-inch Northern on East Loon Lake on a smelt. Rick's Mania of Oak Creek boated this 20-pound Chinook salmon on Lake Michigan on a Yozuri. Jerry Petska of Weston caught this 31-inch brown trout on Green Bay. He was using a Rapella. Doug Zale of Fond du Lac caught this 31-inch walleye on the Menominee River on a Husky Jerk. And this week's kids winners are Vinny Lupi of Twin Lakes caught this 29-inch pike on Twin Lakes on a medium roach, and Ryland McWilliams of Wanakee caught this 10-inch bluegill on Lake Wisconsin on a redworm.
I go to Fleet Farm every week to find the hot new deals. Look at what I found this week. Get 2 Ribbon Wrap Rapellas on sale for only $10. And Berkeley Vanish Fluorocarbon Fishing Line on sale for only $9.99. Now those are some hot buys.
Oh, man. Whoa, this is a nice fish, dude.
Yeah.
Whoa. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, can you grab him back there?
Somebody say largemouth don't fight.
And I actually thought that was bigger than that.
You thought it was bigger the way it was peeling off line.
Well, you see that big bucket mouth too, in the water.
Come on. A lot of beautiful fish, John. Oh, Pete, I'm getting too old for this. So, John, you haven't heard of Brian's Custom Steps?
Oh, Pete, those are awesome. How can I get a set?
Yeah, I love these big no-slip platforms, and they're made right here in Wisconsin.
For more information on Brian's Custom Steps, call 920-315-0333.
Kalen's has been catching multi-species fish for over 30 years. From our crappie grubs to our seismic series of hybrid swim baits and grubs to our jerk minnows.
You can't see that jerk minnow, can you?
To our garlic and salt impregnated wacko worm.
Or that's a Kalen's Wacko.
Our premium line of Kalen jig heads. Oh, and our original Kalen's grub still does a pretty good job too.
Fish, look at that Kalen's in her mouth right there.
Well, guys, kind of fun to explore a new small lake, huh?
Yes, it was.
That was outstanding fishing, wasn't it, Blake?
It was such a fun day.
And again, Pete, DNR website will list a lot of these small lakes and people can see what species are in them, right?
Yep, absolutely. All the information's there. You just need a little bit of a stronger back than you would otherwise.
And folks, that is our show for today. Please join us next week. I don't know where we're going to fish yet. We'll find a place somewhere. Until then, I'm John Gillespie. Hoping to see you enjoying John Gillespie's Waters and Woods.
Hey, John Gillespie. This is me, and everything turns yeah. Ding, 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 ding.
Hey, John Gillespie. Hey, John Gillespie. Hey, John Gillespie. He's the fishing man fishing anytime he can, yeah!